A reader of mine named Donald from southern Quebec wrote to me about a cathedral ceiling issue he has in their home. There's bat insulation, fiber insulation in the cathedral ceiling, and they've had a lot of trouble with it over the years. It doesn't work very well. There's lots of heat gain in summer and heat loss in winter, and the ice and snow is melting on the roof and running down and forming ice dams. And there's also condensation occurring during cold weather within the cathedral ceiling. Now these are all very typical issues when it comes to cathedral ceilings in cold climates. I hear about them all the time. Donald's plan for solving the problem is to completely remove all the bat insulation and replace it with 10 inches of closed cell spray foam. And he's wondering if this is a good plan. It is actually a very good plan. It's going to solve all of the problems that he's been having, and even some he probably doesn't realize he has, namely air leakage. Spray foam insulation is great because it insulates well and it acts as its own vapor barrier, but it also seals out drafts remarkably well. So the plan's going to work fine. Donald was wondering about ventilating that space, and he had some suggestions for how he was going to ventilate this cathedral ceiling, but no venting is required. When you have completely spray foamed the underside of a roof structure, what you have is a sealed roof, and it's considered a hot roof, so it doesn't need ventilation, and you really couldn't ventilate it anyway. It's all going to be sealed up with the foam and then the drywall or tongue and groove lumber or whatever he's going to put on the inside. So typical cathedral ceiling problem, and excellent solution on Daniel's part. Oh, and I forgot to mention one more thing. When you've got a roof that is unventilated, as in Daniel's case, it's going to become very hot in the summertime, and that can be a problem with regular organic asphalt shingles. They don't like all that heat, and they will fail prematurely. In 5, 6, 7 years, they'll be curled and no good. So in Daniel's case, he's going with a metal roof, which will work fine. The metal roof is going to be sitting on strapping that he fastens to the roof structure. If you didn't want a metal roof and you want the look of shingles, then fiberglass shingles are the way to go. They look just like regular organic asphalt shingles, and in fact they are a tar-based product. You can't really tell them apart from traditional asphalt shingles. But the difference is that the substrate, instead of being a kind of a thick tar paper, the substrate is actually fiberglass, non-woven fiberglass, and those can really withstand heat very well. I've used them in some of my own projects on roofs that are hot and insulated in a similar way that I'm telling you now, and they look as good today as they were when I put them on 10 years ago. They've got, I think it's a 50-year warranty, and they've made a good start on that too. So the only issue with the hot roof in a cathedral situation is the roofing. Either metal or fiberglass shingles are the way to go.